Last resort. Haru and Richter rescue Mayu Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yamioka. Yet they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Haru's home when... Ooh, what's gonna happen? Haru Shigima. Shigima Mansion Reception Room. We've seen this room quite a bit. We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. So she either got kidnapped by somebody else or she killed him. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. You gotta look at all the things. What? She's here? She's here? She's here? This is the girl I was just talking about. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We already got that bird. That makes sense, I guess. She's here. Well then, how should I proceed? Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story. I wonder what her intentions are. How is she able to act like nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Najima with your own curse stone? Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came here to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously, I'm on to my last resort. You're a curse bearer? So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko Suguru. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so too? I think so. You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection, right? And it's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul drugs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, use his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. Oh, there it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. No thank you. Okay. So, what are we talking about again? Oh, right. Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then, he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's why my last resort is collecting soul drugs on my own. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk at strangers. Is it? And are you okay with telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, I am Haru Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is that so? Then you know the cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to try and pry in their secrets, right? Oh, is this why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. You met him today. Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tatsumi who was chasing Najima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Najima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tatsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place, too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Najima was specifically after my life today? That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him. Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop, it's a disgrace. It truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. So when you were taken hostage by Najima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah, I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again, your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I tried using the curse stone just now, and yep, it seems I activated it. What? You're using it now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. Sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Okay. So. Here we go. Okay, there once was a daimyo from the Hirosaki domain in Siguru who was built a residence at Midoriko on a large piece of land. On this estate was the almost 8-meter-tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use a large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason the residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to make speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. I thought the Taiko of Suguru was the guy that... No, that was the ones I did read. So I'm trying to think. I haven't even considered it. Would it be possible to use my stone as well now? If it's already active, does that mean we'll die the second we trip her conditions? Her proclamation meant she thinks I am a curse bearer. Did she find out, or is this a trick to get me to admit it? Calm down, ma'am. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. She activated her curse. The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? I could kill her right now. Do you have a light on you? Let me save. No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunted clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul drugs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul drugs when you killed Najima? Of course, his curse stone already contains some soul drugs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul drugs across several stones. Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you, ma'am? Oh man. Oh man, oh man. This is getting intense, guys. What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokosai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his, including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokosai back to life? Not all life is equal, at least not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age of wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent are something else. How did you kill Fumichika Najima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. I agree. Your father, the chief inspector, I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. There's no surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Ugh, please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into other family affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted? Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So any baby would have been fine as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way, it's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered, wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He is so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to ask about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be what we're talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Haihaku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. You're saying I'll end up like her. Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. In a way, I guess you could say that you put a stop to Nojima's mass murder schemes. About that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. Teehee. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. It's pretty obvious what I'm gonna do. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay. I don't want to see any ashtrays on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. And why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well, Listen, Ayami, I have something to ask you. No, the answer is no. The curse in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up? And neither am I. You know full well, right? There's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. I have to kill her? For real? Oh, man. I guess this is it. Did you try to use your curse just now? Seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is a condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Najima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. Dang. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk, not while your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul drugs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the right of resurrection? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokosai, but you can't say the same, right? If you're going to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? Ugh. If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am, what she's saying may be harsh, but it holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am, if you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. IMA is giving you a chance. Think hard and then give your answer. Oh my god! I've wanted for so long for Haru to give up. Very well. Here. Thanks. Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul drugs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame? That seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soul drugs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. I got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. All right then. Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? The cops? I think it would be faster if I called them directly.